Good evening, you're watching News Mongolian MNB World and I'm your host, Taner Gabatar. And for our top stories, 940 cases and 12 additional fatalities reported on Thursday. Presidential candidates submitted the materials to the General Election Commission. Level of public preparedness to be loosened from Saturday. And for other news, stay tuned. "940 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed nationwide and 12 more people have died in the past 24 hours, the Ministry of Health reports.
As of today, 940 new cases were confirmed, bringing the total number of COVID-19 cases in Mongolia to 42,464. Unfortunately, 12 people between the ages of 40 to 95 died due to COVID-19 complications within the past 24 hours, and the death toll is now at 142. Of today's new cases, 828 were confirmed in Ulaanbaatar and 104 were confirmed in the provinces. 932 are cases of domestic transmission, and 8 cases originated at a hospital. Among the 4,878 COVID-19 patients being treated at hospitals, 56.1% are showing mild symptoms of illness, and 124 are in critical condition. Health officials encourage the public to actively take part in the immunization campaign. In Ulaanbaatar, around 1.3 million people have received either the first or second dose of vaccine, and about 500,000 have received 1 or 2 doses of vaccine in the rural provinces so far.
On Wednesday, representatives of political parties submitted their candidates' documents to the General Election Commission.
Amar Baisatlang, General Secretary of the MPP, Inkbolt Member of Parliament, came to the General Election Commission to deliver the MPP candidates' materials. After that, Altın Hoyuk from the Democratic Party, led by Toktkiril, submitted his candidacy document. The other Democratic Party, led by Tolhat, submitted candidacy of Ertin, but the General Election Commission refused to accept the materials of both candidates. The chairman of the General Election Commission, Dilger Narang, explained that the Democratic Party has some internal issues and refused to accept materials of both fractions. The Constitution of Mongolia stipulates that a party with a seat in parliament shall nominate a candidate for the presidential election. Accordingly, the Democratic Party, led by current Member of Parliament Toktkiril, has agreed to nominate Altın Hoyuk as its legitimate candidate. Candidate Altın Hoyuk did not accept the decision of the General Election Commission and accused the MPP of foul play. The Right Person Coalition submitted the materials of its candidate, Ikhbat. The presidential election will take place on June 6th. The future president will be elected for 1 6-year term.
The Cabinet of Mongolia convened on Wednesday and made several decisions. Details of the meeting are in the following report. It was decided that starting from May 8th, Saturday, the level of public preparedness will be reduced nationwide. However, the period of suspension of passenger traffic at the state border has been extended until May 31st, 2021. It is also decided to gradually open air traffic from the first half of June 2021 and to operate scheduled flights with countries that are immunizing their citizens and issuing vaccine passports. Taganrog and Borsho ports will operate following the designated schedule and all kinds of freight transport will resume. In addition, the Erentau railway station will resume its operations from May 10th following the international freight train schedule. An agreement was reached with Russia and China on the mutual recognition of immunization certificates. The National Emergency Commission agreed to open the Altınboltuk, Khacht and Tamiot Eren ports in stages and to allow fully immunized citizens to cross the border. Now let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs. A mining, metallurgical and chemical complex will be established based on the Ertin Mining Corporation proposal. A mining, metallurgical, chemical complex will be built in Bayındırsum of Khartoum province. The license to operate the Industrial and Technology Park was granted to the Ertin Mining Corporation state-owned enterprise. The Ertin Mining Corporation will build a 1.8 trillion MNT copper smelting and processing plant. The project is expected to generate 46 trillion MNT in revenue and 3.9 million MNT in pre-tax profit in the first 20 years and pay 1.4 trillion MNT in taxes to the budget. According to official data, the number of people who are getting COVID-19 vaccine shots have decreased in recent days. Therefore, the government of Mongolia has taken certain measures to intensify the immunization process. It was decided to distribute a bonus of 50,000 MNT to citizens who have been administered 2 shots of COVID-19 vaccine.
According to the Ministry of Finance, there are 47,000 adults in the capital city who benefit from food vouchers and are eligible for immunization. Sadly, 29,000 of these people haven't been inoculated yet with the first dose of a vaccine. There are also 211,000 people in Ulaanbaatar who receive various benefits. Among these people, 81,000 have not yet been vaccinated. The Minister of Finance, Jahlang, stated that in the coming months, all kinds of social care and food vouchers will be issued depending on whether a citizen has been vaccinated or not. Last year, when the 2021 budget was approved, the health sector package was approved at 1.4 trillion Mongolian turks. In other words, the sector is expected to receive about 120 billion Mongolian turks per month. However, by the end of May, it was only 220 billion. In other words, in the context of fiscal reform, there has been a slowdown in funding for the health sector. Therefore, by a joint order of the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Health, it was decided to complete the financing of the health sector. Doctors and medical staff working at immunization centers will be evaluated for their productivity, and the salary will be issued accordingly. In the past, there were complaints that medical staff were not being paid overtime pay. The Minister of Health, Inkbold, stated that treatment tariffs for hospitalization of mild, moderate, severe, and critical patients have been revised from 650,000 Mongolian turks to 4.3 million Mongolian turks, depending on their physical condition. The government of Mongolia established a purchase agreement of 1 million doses of the Sputnik V vaccine in March. However, delivery was delayed due to an overload at the Russian vaccine producer. Currently, 20,000 doses have arrived. The chairman of the National Emergency Commission noted that citizens over the age of 65 years old will be administered the Sputnik V vaccine.
Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. The 2021 World Wrestling Olympic Qualification Tournament is the last wrestling qualification tournament for the 2020 Summer Olympic Games. The event will be held from 6th to 9th of May 2021 in Sofia, Bulgaria. 5 wrestlers from Mongolia will take part in the tournament. A total of 36 athletes will secure a spot in the 2020 Summer Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan. 2 spots will be given to each of the weight classes in every event. This allows a total of 12 available spots for each event. Every winner and runner-up per class will be awarded their place for wrestling in the 2020 Summer Olympics. The event runs from May 6th through May 9th. The qualifying rounds and Tokyo 2020 qualification round will take place on May 6th for men's freestyle, May 7th for women's freestyle, and May 8th for men's Greco-Roman. The top 2 wrestlers in each weight class will secure Olympic nominations for their country. 5 Mongolian athletes will participate. Mongolia will be represented by 4 men and 1 woman in 5 weight classes that did not win a spot at the Asian Olympic qualifiers. The Mongolian team includes Bihwair, a double bronze medalist of the World Championships for adults in the 57 kg weight category. Piem Torch, bronze medalist of the Under-23 World Championships in the 74 kg weight category. Unuruat, silver medalist of the World Championships for adults in the 86 kg weight category. Altingerilt, bronze medalist of the Asian Games in the 97 kg weight category. Bolortoya, champion of Poland Open and Ivan Yarygin international competitions in women's 62 kg freestyle wrestling. Batotla is the head coach of the team, Tsitin Sotnam is the coach of the men's team, and Orenbayr is the coach of the women's team. Now let's take a look at the weather forecast of world's major cities. Well, that's all for today, and thank you for staying with us. We will see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.